Go ahead. I know playoffs are all about just. What are some things you'd like to do to be maybe a little bit
Offensively, execute, and let's get into our spacing, and take care of the ball. That's two big points coming into the series, and you can do those well in the game. And then, obviously you got to make some shots here and there, and that helps obviously. But, turnover is a big problem. It's going to 16 fast break points, a good amount. Well, those turnovers, and a lot of those were due to spacing, spending the wrong time playing the crowd, and not get the right spots.
Warriors put most of their defensive attention on stopping Jaylen and the guards kind of let Alfie go on one-on-one. Like, you expect them to still do that going forward, or are you prepared for double?
No, a little bit of both. I think they're probably confident in some of their gigs within the line inside, but they still went out there. Alfie, like I said, our spacing was the best, whether it's supposed up to drives out the corner, and I think they had quite a few turnovers on Alfie too, digging, when he was at the nail. And so, although they will allow Green and Looney and some of those guys to guard one-on-one, post a little bit, they just make plays when he turns his head, and that's just effort by that.
When you have the double big lineups, are there any players you can't play with them? Do you still feel comfortable running a man with the double big lineup?
No, we like it. That's been great for us all year. We've had some unique lineups out there, no doubt. I think Jabari's been a three a lot of times, and the main thing is, like I said, get the spacing, because a lot of times we're crashing and you got three bigs in the paint. And, the driving lanes out there, we want to get to our spots, knowing that they're going to show proud and make plays in the paint. And then Steven and Albie do such a great job with occupying guys inside that you can have those free range lanes into the basket to rebound. So it'd be more Fatari and hey, Hardy space out initially, give us our driving angles or the post-up angles, and then pass from there to Albin and play at the same time.
You're mentioning the spacing. Is that what you're seeing in regards to Jaylen specifically? And what kind of things do you see? I know making shots, et cetera, but what kind of things do you see from him when he's on that maybe you didn't see in game one that gives you confidence that this could be a quick turnaround for him?
Well, to your point, they loaded up, they flooded across, they have the guy at the nail showing the crowd, and so guys have to get to the proper spots to get in the outlets there. They're trying to take him out. Sometimes you do have to get the bait to get guys shots, when all that tension's on you. And so a lot of times the outlets aren't there. So he's penetrating and guys are in his way a little bit there. And then the crowd is there, like having those turnovers. So that's a big part of it. But at the same time, being a little bit more deliberate with what we call not just hunt specific matchup and get us into more normal action as well. You got to come with some pace and execution and physicality, set those screens. But when we did that, we had open looks. When we didn't, they kind of blitz trapped and had the rotation behind it.
And when he's rolling, just confidence-wise, what do you see from him outside of made shots that lets you know that he's on?
Yeah, quick decisions. Okay. And no hesitancy there. You got to be patient at times to let guys get to their spots, but also quick moves and when you get attack mode, it's always been good for him. Not second guessing anything, and then from there making the right read. And so when he does that, he has the first step to get by people, but they are flooding and collapsing pain, and you have to have your outlets, and that's what he's really improved at this year so far.
What do you hope your team learned from the first game that can play moving forward to be more successful?
Oh, you learn that we played a C game, probably offensively, and we're 4 points away with 2.5 to go because we relied on our defense. Could clean up some things defensively for sure, but understand the physicality of the game and the importance of early possession. And coming into it, Golden State being one of the, I think, reports best at opponent turnovers and points off turnovers. We fed them into obviously 25 points there. So all the things we talked about coming in the series, take care of the ball, you get into our spots, and then defensively, transition is a big thing. We help them out, like I said, but a little bit more physicality on guys as well. I think Butler and Podzimski specifically were too comfortable. Curry hit some big shots, some tough shots, but even a golf ball could be a little bit better with communication on him.
Easier said than done, but is there an adjustment that you can make this quickly and stuff?
Yeah, and big picture, like I said, he was 5 for 9 for 3. I think 2 of those looks were decent. The others, late bombs or heaves or whatever, which he can make. But, just attention to detail and communication on him has to be better. The looks that he did get, 2 of the ones he hit, we slow with our communication, slow with our switching, and he got into the room and got those off. And so, yeah, I mean, 2 days, plenty of time to make whatever adjustment he needs.
After game one,
At all, inserting Aaron into the rotation, just receiving more shooting.
Yeah, and we were considering it last game about the unit in third quarter was running well, and so we went with them, stuck with them. But yeah, Aaron's played well against them. Obviously, not just the shooting, his physicality, aggressiveness on defense, he helps as well. And so, yeah, I mean, we're not just trying to grab our guys. I think a big part of it was finding the rhythm with our guys and kind of sticking with them through their first experience in the playoffs is part of it, no doubt. But yeah, Aaron's had a great series against Golden State.
and after game one, you had you talked about not overreacting to just one game. If your offense does struggle in game two, is it possible that you expand beyond an 8-man rotation with players like possibly Aaron Holiday or Jeff Green?
Yeah, I think regardless if we're doing well or not, we are confident in our guys. We obviously want to get the guys the minutes that they need, especially, like I said, their first experience. So we're not married to an 8-man rotation. It does kind of shrink at times in the playoffs, and but we're confident going with everybody. And like I said, Aaron's played really well against these guys. Jeff has as well, and we're confident in all the guys. So whatever's needed.
You mentioned the physicality and like getting used to it. You guys like to play physical. Do you think you guys can play more physical and take advantage of the rules loosening?
Yeah, I think we were okay defensively. Like I said, we held them to 95 and aided them with a lot of that. And so our physicality on defense was okay. I think our communication has to be better, and situational awareness, specifically Curry. Offensively, I felt we weren't as physical as we needed to be in a lot of ways. So it's a team that up there in intensity and pressure, and we got to cut to get open, create those lanes and set screens. And it was pretty evident there. They were running through a lot of screens. We want to force switches and create advantages, and we weren't doing that offensively. So the offensive part, just attacking downhill, we can definitely increase our physicality there. Defensively, we're okay.
Last question.
He makes sure that he's talking, he's singing, where he wants to be, see it after
So the young team?
Yeah, how do you make sure that?
Yeah, I mean, look at the big picture. We didn't play a great game, and we got our chances. Came out okay, and then had a flat second quarter offensively, and all the things we talked about on the show today are very correctable. Somewhere emphasis is going into the series, and we didn't do those well. So the picture is we didn't play a game. Like, we don't have to reinvent the wheel. Let's do a few things better. Clean up some things offensively, spacing wise, and obviously if you make some shots, it helps. So to shoot as poorly as we did from 3 and the free throw line at the end of the game, like I said, 4-point game with 2.5 to go. It's a good sign.
Thank you.
All right, well, thank you.